Hey y'all. Let me see if my mic is working. Oh yeah, it's working. Ooh, it's working. It's working. It's working. It's working. Hey, I'm doing good. How you doing? Uh-oh, I got 3 people on this thing. Hey, Patrice. What's going on? Ooh, got 4. Watch out now. I decided to go live tonight because I'm like, I don't have much to do. Yes, you caught me. Yes, yes, yes. I'm glad you caught me too. So I got Miss Dupree. I got Angela's Carter. Miss Wilson. Ooh-wee. All right, so y'all came on here to talk about something that I was talking to the group about on Patreon, but I'm like, you know what? I need to talk to everybody about this because it's like little things that we do. Oh, like, but okay, like Buffy. Okay, Angelos. Y'all know I am the name slaughterer. Oh my gosh. I get so upset when people mess up my name and then I mess up people's name all the time. All right. But yeah, so we was talking on Patreon. We was talking about like different superstitions, y'all. Like different superstitions that our ancestors, our grandparents, our parents had. And thank you. Look, charge it to my head and not my heart. I had that Atlanta, Georgia education. And we was talking about these different superstitions. And y'all, a lot of us didn't realize how far into spirituality we were already in, how far invested we were already into spirituality, because we do things and we don't even understand the reason behind a lot of the things that we do. One of the stories that we were talking about was the ham, and traditionally people that eat pork, they would cut the back off the ham. And everybody always would cut the back off the ham, but they never understood why they was cutting the back off the ham. So one day, one of the daughters asked their mother, like, "Hey, mom, I want to know like why we cut the back off the ham." And the mom was like, "Oh, I don't know. It's because your grandmother didn't." So then the mother asked the grandmother, and she's like, "Oh, I don't know, because the." She said, "Oh, I don't know. It's because the great grandmother did." So then they asked the great grandmother, and great grandmother said, "Oh, the oven was too small, so we always had to cut the back off in order to put the ham inside the oven." So a lot of times we doing things and we don't even know why we are doing all of the things. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna let my kids know this, and then so what are some superstitions that y'all could think of? Let me see if we covered them in the class. All right. Can y'all write one down? And I'm going to see if we covered them in the class. I know one that we were talking about inside of the classroom was what were we talking about? We were talking about inside the classroom, the one with the personal artifacts. Why people don't like to eat other people's spaghetti. Have y'all ever heard of that one? So a lot of us was talking about why people don't like to eat other people's spaghetti, and the reason why you don't eat other people's spaghetti is because people typically use the spaghetti. Oh, you see why? Yeah, exactly. So they don't like to eat other people's spaghetti because people use their personal artifacts. Oh, your grandmother feet? Okay, I got you. Because I'm gonna tell you why grandma don't like her feet to be swept, to be sweep. So first we're gonna talk about the personal artifacts. So the personal artifacts is easy to hex out. It very much is. Even like simple things that we do are considered hexes, right? So personal artifacts, they don't like the spaghetti because when it comes that time of the month, they're saying that like if a woman puts her personal artifacts on that time of the month inside the spaghetti or anything red, that it'll have her partner crazy head over heel in love with her. And that will bind them together. Kind of like a blood contract. Kind of like when you do the one where you cut and you become the blood brother or blood sister, kind of like that. Another thing, the grandmother sweeping the feet. So we found out that the grandmother sweeping the feet didn't want anyone to sweep on her feet, or you had to spit on the broom. Was yours the same like that, Miss Wilson? Was it the same like that when you sweep? You had to spit on the broom. Don't let anybody. Oh, we talked about the don't let anybody get the hair too. So sweeping of the feet. Grandmother didn't like the feet to get swept because that would cause them not to get married. And so they had to spit on the broom in order to reverse it. Another one, the one that said the easy to hex. Hexes such as jinx. Jinx is a hex. And so one of the young ladies was talking about how they would jinx one of the you say the same thing as another person, then it's a jinx. And when they say jinx, you can't say anything until you gave them a soda. And if you didn't give them the soda, it will cause bad luck. So the jinx itself was them putting a curse on one another, that if one of them spoke before they got the soda, then that will create the hex. So that was an easy curse to put on somebody. The other one with the hair, getting the person's hair, that is a way to do like magic on a person and causing them to go crazy, causing them to lose their mind, things like that. So you'll be surprised how many witch doctors could take someone's hair and use it in a form of a ritual. So it was this one time I was talking to this lady and she was talking about how like people be taking baths inside of her house and she just collect their hair. And I'm like, ooh, glad I ain't never took no bath in their house, but it's just crazy like the intentions that people have. Yes, it's all about intentions for real, to be honest. And that's what we were talking about too. We was talking about like how a lot of people been doing magic since they was old enough to blow out a candle on the birthday cake, because the birthday cake blowing up the candles is a form of candle magic. What happens is you recite the petition several times. So you happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you. That's the petition. And then after you recite the petition several times, you have the child make the wish. And once you light the candles, you're setting the intentions, the child is making the wish. And then once the child blows out the candle, that child is expecting for that wish to be fulfilled, for that magic to work. And then if one of those gifts that the child was wishing for on that cake turns out to be, what's up, twin? If one of those gifts from that cake that child wished about on that cake turns out to be one of the gifts that he wished for or she wished for, guess what? That child is going to always believe that their magic works. And that is the first, pretty much the first known ritual that you do as a child. That's the first form of magic that you perform. So you better, it's easy. Yes. Okay. Yes, twin. First time catching the live. I'm telling you, this live business, I got to get better at this social media stuff. I don't do well with social media. And then I feel like I'm so busy all the time that I just don't have time for social media. Realize getting into spirituality that a lot of people try to do magic on you. Oh, yes. And that's why you have to have your protections in place. You have to have your protections in place, and it is going some protection requires more than sage too. So some protections require you actually get down and dirty, get you some herbs. I don't know if y'all used to see people in the South. Y'all might know what I'm talking about. You see your grandma with that little mojo bag on her slip. Let me see if I got a mojo bag nearby, because I always usually have one nearby. I like to keep my tarot cards in them. And they got, okay, so yeah, look at this. This is what like considered a mojo bag right here. And they can come in all different colors. Some of them come in like some of them come in like cheesecloth material, you know. But your grandparents, they've been protecting themselves for years. They hooked that thing onto their slip and they got all kinds of stuff in there. Sometimes y'all would see them keeping coins in there. And when you saw them have money and things in there, that's them doing money rituals. Didn't even know it. It's a form of hoodoo, you guys. So I didn't even know that until I got into spirituality. You said your grandma always told you to never let a broke man into the on the New Year's. Listen, never let first. Don't let a broke man in. Don't let anything other than a man into your house first on the New Year. So listen, some of the same traditions and same rituals. I'm telling you, I am very familiar with that one. And the black eyed peas is a whole money ritual. The black eyed peas the black eyed peas and the collard greens are a whole money ritual, you guys. And it's a form of African traditional magic. And it could be either embedded in the hoodoo magic. That's why they call it like black magic, because it's like it derives from the African tradition or the African spirituality, a lot of it. Yes, ma'am. I keep my herb stock. Okay, that's what I'm telling you. You have to. You have to protect your house, and then return to senders. Okay. Yes, having those protections in place, absolutely, because so many people are against you and your power. Absolutely, and then they be against the power that they don't even understand. It ain't even something that you even probably even know that you know the full potential of it, or it's something that you had at birth or whatever, you know, and all of the things that you had to endure in order to get said power. All right. So it's so crazy to me that, you know, people would be, you know, that envious and that jealous to do things to people without understanding the backing behind it. I know for a fact that in order to become any type of ancestral, traditional, Sangoma, whatever type of healer that I became and that I'm still striving to be, it took a lot. You know, it took years of sickness and disease and blindness in order to get to this point. You know, so I don't wish this on my worst enemy. So just be careful what you're wishing for. Oh, blowing cinnamon on the door. What that do? What that do, Angelos? Throwing the cinnamon on the door at the first of the month. That bring in some money. I know cinnamon brings in money because if you put cinnamon and all that other stuff inside of a bottle, you can make your own money oil. I know that much. Did y'all use brick dust? No. What's brick dust? Talk to me, Miss Carl. You got it. You got it going on. You got it going on. Oh, brick dust. Ooh. Okay, I get it. Try to work on me. Oh my goodness. To receive your abilities. But ancestors was, I know that's right. Let me tell you something. When your ancestors is for you, can't nobody be against you. That's the truth. Because some people got some ancestors that's some goons. I've seen them myself. And a lot of these ancestors ain't playing with these people out here because there's an assignment that's happening right now. And they want theirs to fulfill that assignment. And ain't nothing coming in between them fulfilling that assignment. I'm gonna just tell you that right now. Okay, look, I'm gonna have to go ahead and see what that brick does do, because we needs to bring in the money to hire an assistant now, because you know. Yes. What else was they talking about over there? Another ritual that they was talking about. I know they talked about the broken mirrors. What else were we talking about? one that I really found interesting. Splitting the pole. Ooh, splitting the pole. Okay, so one of the young ladies was over there talking about splitting the pole, and she was saying that splitting the pole would bring about bad luck, and that in order to break the spell, you had to walk back around the pole and go in the direction that the other person was going. Get some bank dirt from your bank and work your magic. Ooh, baby, yes, that's what I'm talking about. You need to go and do your little conjure. You got a conjure channel or something? You need to go and do your little conjure channel so we can tune in to that good conjure. We don't want none of that. We don't want none of that stuff that everybody just be throwing up on TikTok and YouTube. I just be thinking to myself sometimes, like, come on, man. You know you missing steps in these rituals. Got people out here messing themselves up, locking themselves to people that they don't need to lock themselves to. I'm telling you. But you need to do your little conjure channel. My family used to my family used brick dust for protection. Oh. So put it over the front of your door and around the outside of your house. You can also nail your house down with salt, y'all. Get you a big old thing of table salt and go and nail your house down. Put it all around your house. Some people like to even put it in the corners of their house. But you can definitely nail your house down to make sure ain't nothing getting in. But when they do that splitting the pole ritual, in order to break the hex of the pole, you have to go back around and do a reversal ritual. So you have to do what's called a reversal spell, but you don't know you're doing a reversal spell consciously. You know, you just thinking that you like, oh shoot, they told me not to split the pole, so let me go ahead and go back and do this again. But really, you're doing a reversal spell, and that's a form of the jinx in that splitting of the pole. That's a form of voodoo, hoodoo, and even people of the Muslim faith believe in it. So all of this stuff, so many different faiths and so many different religions and ways of life believe in this stuff. I would, but y'all, you be scared. Listen, I know it be a lot. It be a lot. I That's another reason why, like, I be not on here so much, because you don't never know who watching on the other side of the screen. So, but now that I believe wholeheartedly in my essence, I ain't worried about too much. But it just, before I'm like a intro extrovert. I like the people that I like, and I be extrovert to the people that I like. But the people that I don't really care for, I don't know. I be introverted to. Oh yes, hit those corners. Oh, energy can get stagnant in corners. And so now we're getting down to the nitty gritty of how they made us clean, having us clear them corners out so that dust ain't just sitting up in there, and those little hosts that are sitting there ain't just, the little entities that are attached to that dust in the corners. It's so many different things. One thing that I know that my grandpa did was, if birds or animals, like if birds walked in or cats walked in, like they couldn't leave out the house. They could not leave out the house. He believed firmly that they were shapeshifters, or they was coming to bring some harm or take some with them, and so he would not let them leave. All right. You say bleach is a great cleanse. Oh yes. Listen, so much bleach. Look, bleach could get rid of a lot of things. Oh, the famous yes, the famous spiritual cleaning. Listen, every time I walk into a black person house for sure, and they say they cleaning up, you gonna smell their bleach everywhere. Another thing too, y'all, the entire book of Psalms are rituals. Okay, a lot of magicians that practice magic use the book of Psalms to get a lot of that work done. So that whole book of Psalm ain't nothing but a bunch of rituals that people use in magic. And you can get the book of Psalms off of Amazon. All of it. Um, what about the one where people say, oh, people act crazy around the full moon? Now that one right there, we already know why people act crazy around the full moon. That's when people be doing their rituals, and on the new moon and the full moon. Ammonia is a powerful spiritual cleanser. Yes, I use it in my spiritual baths. Like when I every 90 days I use ammonia in my spiritual baths to cleanse all of that stuff, because I do a lot of spiritual work. And so I use ammonia in my spiritual bath. Yes. But it's a lot of things. It's a lot of these things that I never knew was considered spiritual or conjuring or mysticism until I got into this way of life. And the deeper I got into this way of life, the more I understood that. It's like as a kid, you kind of know, but you just really don't know. And then when you get older, you start to ask those questions. You didn't care when you was a kid. You just like, okay, grandma being weird again. You know, just like even with the eye twitching, I did not expect the eye twitching to do anything. It's just one day that mug was twitching, and I just couldn't understand why. And every time I did certain rituals, it would twitch. So I'm like, let me go ahead and do this video on this. And let me tell you something, that twitch meant everything. That twitch, listen, that twitch caused the kid to sit real pretty. So I didn't have a negative belief surrounding my eye twitching. I had all positive belief around my eye twitching. Oh, we were taught how to work with Psalms. Yes, it's very powerful. What about the black cat? Oh yeah, the black cat crossing your path. They say that the black cat crossing your path is gonna cause bad luck. What is it? I ain't never been afraid of it either. But let me tell you something about cats though. The cats, certain cats, right? So certain cats, they come in different colors. Cats are those type of cats have psychic abilities, so they can exist in multiple dimensions at one time. And like certain cats, they come around. They say that cats come around when you're pregnant. Cats come around to protect you against psychic attacks because cats could actually see things that you can't see. But I heard that black cats mean a negative thing, but they're not negative things to people like us. So for people like us, the mystics, the spiritualists or spiritists, we and us and black cats, which is why you see a lot of witches with black cats, have a great relationship. All right. So I ain't never been afraid of the cats either. I don't want no cat as no pet, but I ain't afraid of them either. Um and the moon does make me feel power. It does. It make me feel powerful. It illuminates everything that I'm doing. When I do a ritual around the moon, I just feel so amazing. What comes in working with you one-on-one? Um Working with me one-on-one, it depends. It honestly depends on what it is and what you're trying to do. So we're doing ancestor work. It's gonna require a lot of work from you too. Ancestor work is just depends on, like, I have to divine over what you need first, and we have to go through a couple sessions to figure out like what it is that you need. But like if it's if we're face to face, we'll be doing a lot of traditional healing, so actual rituals, and then you can do rituals online as well. It just will require you to actually be assisting in the wielding of the energy as well. So also, if you're working with me one-on-one, say for example you don't want to get into the traditional healing side, I do ancestral therapy. So I am a marriage and family therapist. I don't talk about it much on here because this is YouTube, and that right there, that is a profession. And so with that, I have to be cautious of how I go about that one. So if you come in as a client for therapy, then that's a whole different segue. And the only way that the actual spirituality comes in is if you agree to it. All right. You sign your consent form and do all of that, and then you actually agree to it. But if we're doing like ritual spirituality, I'm teaching you all of the things about meditation, proper meditation, grounding, proper philosophies, proper techniques. I'm teaching you all of the things. It's kind of like spiritual coaching, but at the same time, it's bringing all of those modalities together. So, but I do a lot of rituals surrounding you. So it's require homework. You actually have to begin to start communicating with your own ancestors, feeding your own ancestors, all that stuff. So if you lazy, And I ain't calling you lazy, but I'm just saying this for anybody that picks up this video. If you ain't got the discipline to do the ancestor work, then it's gonna be complex for you to do ancestral healing, because it requires a lot. It requires a lot. It's like something that you have to do like every day or every other day, and you actually have to be a participant in this. So, for me, eye switching meant that what I was calling forth in my ritual was actually going to come true. So, around that time, I was manifesting a whole lot. I was manifesting a land. Like I already had my other house had like a quarter acre. Yeah, it had like a quarter acre of land in the backyard. So I wanted more land, more vegetation. I wanted a bigger house. My house was already pretty big, but I wanted an even bigger one, right? Because there's things I need to do. Like right now, I'm in the office. You can't hear the kids, unless they come around on this side of the house. So I just needed more space, and I was manifesting a space that I could be able to do my traditional healing as well as my therapy and work telehealth quietly without the clients having issue with the kids, all this different stuff, and be able to run homeschool efficiently. So now when I was doing that ritual, my eyes started twitching. And so every time it started twitching, to me, it meant, oh, what I'm manifesting is coming through. And then if the other eye twitch, it was like, oh, I need to do a little bit more work and then I'll have it. And so everything that I was manifesting in that year, I got it. And now, if y'all look at my short, y'all will see like I got the whole botanical in the backyard and everything, like the oasis, all of that, the garden, everything that I asked for is here, so that's what that meant. Oh, and Vanna, with the ancestor work, and teach you how to work with the ancestors in order for them to help you create a better life for yourself, because I couldn't have done this without the creator. I couldn't have done this without my guys, but I darn sure couldn't have done this without my ancestors. And I had to feed them a lot to ensure that they had the energy to support me and do all of those things. And I still give ancestors their homage and their venerations daily, like prayers in the morning, prayers at night, all of that good stuff, to continue to have them support me and I support them. So, remember seeing your video about the eye twitching from a few? Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Like, and I appreciate y'all so much. That's another thing I want to tell y'all. I really appreciate y'all, especially the ones that have been with the kids since before I figured out, oh yeah, you the ancestral healer. I never knew it, y'all. I didn't know it until I knew it. When I started this ancestral healing journey, my daughter, she's 11 now. She was about 9 months old when I started the ancestral healing journey, and I was scared. To be honest, to to do any of it. That's why y'all didn't see me emerge till like 2019. I was scared then. I was shaking in my boots, but now I'm excited that I went on ahead and did it. But look, it was a mess. I'm just grateful that it turned out to be exactly what they said it was gonna be. Cause y'all know how they do. They'll tell you something, and you be sitting up there looking at the answers like, y'all crazy as I don't know what. When they told me I was gonna be what I am today, I was like, y'all crazy as a basket bug. I'm about to be in the military, and I'm gonna retire, and that's gonna be it. But not only that, they retired me early. Y'all see, they retired me early. And yeah, I'm doing what they want me to do now. So, hey, darling. Hello, Miss Duvernay. How are you? I know, right? Finally live. Yes, indeed. We are such twin. Oh, yes, twin. You already know. Because that's what I say. Exactly. When your eye twitching, you manifesting, definitely. I appreciate you too. And I'm learning a little Creole because these Haitian ancestors refuse to speak English. So I'm learning a little something or another. I know my husband get tired of me. I wake him up. I be like, hey, what does this mean? And he be like, what? And I tell him, and he tell me, he say, yo, you have to, he say, tell me how you said it in the dream, right? I got to pull one up. Just so you can see, because I write it in my notes when they come. And he said, you're going to have to tell me how you said it, because depending on how you said it, it might mean different things. And I'm like, what? And he told me that. He said, and I'm don't laugh at me, please. I'm just doing this for you, Miss Duvernay. I'm just doing this for you because I know you know what I'm talking about. So I'm just gonna tell you what they said. But it was so, he said, depends on how you said it in a dream. That's how you're gonna have to say it so that I can know what you're talking about. Where is it at? So what happened? So I was in this dream. I wasn't even in a dream. I was in awakened vision, but at this time I didn't even understand that it was awakened vision, right? So you trying to get connected? Yes. Good. And then I can give you a few more techniques. Like when you open your altar, always do your ancestral prayer. I posted an ancestral prayer on my community tab a while ago. It's been very effective. You can use that one. You had started somewhere, and I'm very glad. Yeah, listen, I'm glad I did too, TJ. Oh my God. Yes, so your Haitian ancestors, they came, and so I ain't gonna say the whole dream, but somebody was spying on me, right? Somebody was spying on me. It was awakened vision. Somebody was spying on me when they was telling me something. And I turned around and then I said, Beramukamisodela. That's what I said. I said, Beramukamisodela. Whatever I said, Sodila, Sodela, whatever. So woke my husband up. Hey, I need you to get up. These people in here speaking, and I think it's Creole. And he was like, what? And I said, yeah. They said, I said, and then he said, hold on, wait. You need to say it. Show me what you were doing. He said, because he told me, he said, that could mean 3 things. That's what he told me. He said, so show me what you were doing, how your body moved, and said exactly how you said it. So I told him, somebody looked like they were behind me. I stopped. I said, I turned and I leaned through the door and I said, whatever, so did I. Like that. And he said, oh, I know what you said. He said, you was asking them people, what they in there looking at you for, whatever he was telling me. But yeah, that's what he told me. And I said, oh, okay, cool. Well, I guess your ancestors are wanting to know, and so, but over time it develops. But some ancestors, they don't speak. They don't speak my language. They'll either make me feel what they're trying to get me to feel, or they will speak in their tongue, and I'll just tell him, and then he'll tell me what they said, and then he'll tell me if it resonates with him, or it might be someone else that that I need to tell it to. But yeah, that's how it goes. Oh yeah, the languages, I don't know what it is. When the Africans came, I knew it was African. I knew it was like an African dialect. When different people come, I just automatically know, like, I don't know, it's like a feeling or a sensation. I just automatically know who it is, but I don't always know who they belong to at one time. Like the other day, it was a lot of ancestors, and I knew that they were Costa Rican. I knew that they were African. I knew that they were from like Czech. I knew where they was coming from. I just didn't know who they belonged to. I had to narrow it down. So sometimes it come like that too. But I believe that the reason why it's happened like that is because, like I told you, I was blind for 2 years. And I'm like, but anytime I had ancestor visitation, I could see them clearly. I couldn't feel them. So I had to, like, different experiences happen to make me tap into my emotions. And once I was able to tap into my emotion, I was really able to gather a really clear message with the ancestors. But it took me to have like all of those senses in order for me to really get a good message, in order for me to even feel comfortable enough to come on and do an ancestor message. So when you have visitation, do you zone out? Sometimes. So it depends. Sometimes I zone out. There are times where, like, I don't know if y'all notice on the messages sometimes, like I'll be talking and saying what I've already heard, and then they'll come and then I'll be like, and it looks like either my video froze or whatever, but I'm just trying to hear what they saying or see what they trying to show me, because some, they use different senses. And like when y'all start doing y'all ancestor stuff, y'all will start noticing they're gonna start coming different ways. You'll have intense feelings, and then you'll be able to relate that to the ancestors. You'll have pictures, images flash in your face. It might just be a picture for now, and when it flash in your face, you just got to kind of like decode that picture. I've had times where I went into straight trances, and then I get everything that an ancestor tell me, or I have to kind of like travel. I guess I could say I would travel in meditation in order to get stuff. So it depends. As time progresses, though, you will develop different techniques. I tell you that much. The more you practice, the more techniques you'll develop, and then the more things that happen to you, the more healing that you do too. I like to talk about the mind, body, soul aspect, but in a different way than a lot of people talk about it. Black natives and Africans and my ancestors, along with Egyptian. Oh yeah. I started with Kemet. That's how I started. Like I started with Kemetic yoga, and once I not with spirituality, but with ancestry, like as far as like understanding them, I started with Kemetic yoga. Yoga opened me up a lot because I had to go vegan in order to do Kemetic yoga, and I was vegan for like 6 months, and then after Kemetic yoga, I transitioned into I still practice Kemetic yoga, but I start really delving deep into like different, whatever was on my 23andMe, I studied it. So I had Yoruba, not the Yoruba, the Ifa. I had Nigeria, like all that's all the same. Kenya. I had a lot of Senegalese. Start diving into that. So I just started researching everything that was on my 23andMe, and I started finding information. And I don't limit myself to one way of life. I know it's good practice to have only one, but it's limiting to just only believe in one. So I like take different things from different ones. Now there is a primary one, and the primary one is whatever the West African traditions are, which is why I was so interested in the Sangoma Society and becoming a Sangoma. But then I was like, no, you're going to learn these practices and you're going to learn these traditions, but you're not going to be locked into any spiritual system, So at least that's what they told me for now, especially because I can't cut all my hair off yet. If I ever did that, it would definitely be when I'm in my 70s, not in my 30s going on 40s, because 40s is the new 20s, y'all. You listen. I got some meditations that I got on the thing. I don't know if y'all did them or not, but they would definitely help you tap into and get them codes that y'all need. I put them on this YouTube, and then there's some stuff on Patreon if y'all interested in that too, that has like the fullness of those meditations. And men, the guys and the girls, we be doing like transformation challenges and all kinds of stuff. We do intuition practices on Patreon. We read a lot of books. Like we starting our reflective reading next week on emotion codes, so it's going to be very interesting to see what come out of that. We did our last reflective reader on the mastery of love. So it's a lot of things, like the more you put into your tool bag, the more you get out of it. Still beginning. We all listen. Everybody's in the beginning stages. Ain't nobody gonna ever be fully enlightened. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what nobody say. No Sadhguru, none of them. They'll never get the full enlightenment. Everybody gonna always have a fraction of it. But that's why it's each one teach one. But yeah, they only talk to you in English. Yeah, but that's okay. Right now, they probably only talking to you in English because those probably the ones that learn the English. These ones, the ancestors that come to my husband from, are actually like straight from Haiti. when they first came and visited me years ago. I really didn't know what they was talking about. I wrote everything down and I went in there and I told him, I said, I was like, Pearl, I was like, my Vinny. Like I was doing all that. And he looking at me like, you struggling with your French classes or something. I don't know what's going on, but like that's how it be, So they'll start coming to you in your native tongue. The deeper you get with the older ones, but you can get to them. Trust me. You have tingling. Good. So different sensations in your body. That's also ancestral contact. I just want y'all to know. Used to get visions, but now it changed to my dreams and feelings now. And so that's cool. That all that means is that they just heightening up another one, and then they'll eventually come all together again. When I was 7, I used to get visions, and 7 all the way up to 16, I got visions. Then the vision stops, and I started having the dreams, and then the dreams stopped. Then I started having the visions again, and then the visions stopped. Then I started having the dreams only, and then I want to say around 2014, the visions started, but I didn't know that they was visions because I was so far removed from all of this stuff, So it's back and forth. But now the feelings, listen, when I tell y'all about the feelings are way more. Hey, the feelings to me are so much better than any vision can ever give me, because I could describe how I felt about something or what I felt like was going on, and that would be the message. I remember somebody had lost a loved one, and they lost a loved one in the military, and I was able to tell them about the platoon and this and that and all of this other stuff, because that's how I felt. I felt like I was in the military. Sometimes y'all pay attention. If y'all having a dream about something and y'all see different peoples in those settings, y'all write those down, because that might not even be a dream. That might be a waking vision, and you might be in between that REM and waking up. And that waking vision is now telling you, hey, this person is a female energy, right? Because you're a female, or this person is a male energy because you're a male. And then they had a wife or a husband because you see either your wife or husband. And this is what was going on with you and your wife or husband. And then blah, 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 blah. And then next thing you know, this is a spirit done told you how everything played out. And because you thought it was a dream, you done missed telling somebody that done lost a loved one their message. So pay attention. Keep your dream books. Write your dreams down, you guys. I should have titled this something else, because I ain't know I'm gonna be, talking about this. But it's all good. We can do it. We can do whatever y'all want. I got time today. Do you recommend to go vegan to get closer to them? This is what I recommend. So this is gonna take me on the rant, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it. So when I talk to people, when I talk to my guys, I talk to my guys and girls, I talk to them about mind, body, and soul, right? And mind, body, and soul. The mind needs to be enriched as well as the body. The body needs to have a certain level of nutrition and be at a certain balance in order for all of this to work anyway. So I recommend high frequency foods. It doesn't necessarily have to be vegan, but just taking in less carcinogens, and taking more of the alkaline foods, and reducing your carcinogen intake, which is your meat and things like that. I eat vegetables. I eat a lot of beans. I recommend eating things in your DNA every now and again. So like you being Haitian, I recommend you eating legumes, things like that. Sasqua, rice. What else? Just anything that like is like Haitian, banan, all of those things, like, and that will activate you. And then when you meditate and you make those things, give them some of that stuff, So I do recommend, if you need to detox and go vegan for a while just to get your body regulated to that stuff, then I would. But I don't feel like it's 100% necessary. I just think that extracting things like sugars, processed sugars, processed food, and things like that, just cleaning up what you already eaten, taking away the vegetable oil and giving yourself the coconut oil or the grapeseed oil, things like that, just cleaning it up, and you'll be fine. That'll raise your frequency. I also sleep with frequencies. so that helps to elevate my spirit. But that's what I recommend in edifying yourself. So having the knowledge, getting the body into a state so the body could work with the mind, and then the soul will automatically elevate, and all three of those things working together. And the more that you do those things, the more this can happen. Getting that vitamin D, that natural vitamin D outside, going into nature, paying attention to the little animals and the bugs and things that's going on around you, like tapping into your intuition in that way as well. So that's what I feel like. I feel like just tapping into those cultural things, that's going to get you that deeper, understanding and that deeper connection with your ancestors. I've been interested in all black. Listen, oh my goodness, listen. I have been interested in all black practices. That's why I'm like, ringing in the left and right ear. That could be masculine or feminine contact. You could be having some masculine or feminine contact depending on which ear it is. And you got to think about the creative side and the logic side. The logic side is the masculine, and the creative side is the feminine. But I am very interested in all black practices. That's why I was researching. That's why I was researching the Ifa. I researched the Sangoma. I researched different studies from Ghana. So like I've had knowledge from all over the diaspora, and sometimes like some of it I'm like because I'm trying to go. I'm attempting to go to Africa this summer, hoping to get to Africa this summer. I just got to get around the regulations and the rules because I'm vaccine exempt, and so is my family. So certain parts that we ain't gonna be able to go to because of that. So what else? And yes, the small bright orbs. Oh yeah. The small bright orbs. So when I see small bright orbs, Miss Wilson, that's a spirit. Okay. And so I'm not sure what those orbs is for everybody, because again, we all come from different lineages. We all have different walks of life. We're connected to different things. So it could mean different things for different people to me. But the little orbs, I usually see those when a soul transitions and the soul is still lingering around the house, or a soul is coming and I have yet to figure out who the soul is yet. That's all. So it's different for different people when it comes to that. But yes, you see them all the time too. See, that's good. Oh man, I love you following me too, Solomon. I appreciate you. I appreciate all of y'all. Hi, Poetic Soul. How you doing? Oh, I'm glad that you're here. Thank you for coming. You think your last dream was the slave trade? Ooh, so now, talking about that, now what are you to decode from that? Maybe your ancestors are telling you like, hey, this is something that you need to rectify in our lineage because this is one of the things that possibly holding us back, So, or it could be someone that you connected to that's slave trade, okay? Weird dreams, yeah. And continue to write your weird dreams down, because when it comes to dreamology now, because I feel like you would be a good like dream interpreter. I'm not sure if like that was something that you was interested in, but like because of how your dreams round out, I feel like you would be a good dream interpreter. Talking about Carter. What it say? They don't like American. They don't like American food at all. Let me tell you something. Me and my husband have to have separate altars because I can't give them what I give my people, and I can't give my people what I give them. That's just it on that. If you don't got the space for separate altars, maybe you can do the 2-tier altars. I've done that before. Before I had the space for an altar, I just got one of them little wooden trays and from Amazon, like $19. Open it up, put me some lace over top, and had me an altar right there. Just had the 4 elements and the names of my ancestors. I sure did. You sleep with crystals? I do too. Each one of these crystals means something, y'all. Everything. This is This stone right here, this is for wish fulfillment. This is the ancestral the Sankofa. That's what my logo is, the Sankofa symbol. Learning from the past to, have a better future. This right here, my BFF bought me this one. This is for my aura. This is to, keep me grounded. Every now and again, I change it out. This is a blue obsidian. This is to help with my senses and my psychic abilities and things like that. Then I have a protection bracelet that I wear anytime I'm doing divination and things like that. And then the rest of them, they have like different crystals in them for different things. So every time y'all see me, like I'm wearing different jewels, I'm wearing different things. It depends on what I'm working on. You see me with different pashminas or different prayer wraps. That's because I'm doing different things. If you see me with something, if you see me in traditional dress, that means I'm doing a ritual or already performed the ritual. But you only see that type of stuff on my Instagram. Every now and again, when I come on here, I might still be in the flow of things, but yeah. So everything means something. Everything means something. But if you for those of y'all that's interested in traditional African spirituality, research it. There's nothing wrong with looking at everything. There's nothing wrong with looking at everything. I would tell y'all that right now. This book right here, I got this off Amazon. It gives you a lot of information about certain religious concepts. It's like a handbook for the Yoruba religious concepts. The reason why I looked into the Yoruba is because most of my people were from West Africa. So I was 80-something% West African. Then so I learned all of their ways. And the book I read, I don't read the Bible. I have read the Bible. I read a lot of different spiritual texts. And I do this to look at the correlations, but I also do this so that I could be well versed and figure out what resonates with my spirit. And what resonated with my spirit was the Yoruba proverbs here. Now, this is like doing divination in itself, because when you read this, you have to absorb this. This ain't just, you're not going to open this and understand it. You got to absorb it and figure out what that text is trying to tell you. So, let's see. What do you mean by? Oh, so when I sleep with frequencies, I play 528 hertz. I play 432 hertz, different types of frequencies depending on what I'm trying to do. I also sleep with sleep hypnosis. I go to sleep with sleep hypnosis sometimes. I got a playlist that I run. And so my frequencies, I let them last for then. I get the long ones, even though I don't sleep that long. I sleep about 4 or 5 hours a night because I have a routine. I call it a ritual, but it's really a routine. As soon as I wake up, I have to do what's called a power hour. And that's that 1 hour that I have to commit to spirit. I commit it every day to spirit. Before I do anything, before I talk on the phone, before I touch the phone, before I do anything. Sometimes I just be laying there with my eyes open, doing what I got to do for spirit. Or if I'm sitting up, I'm writing in my ancestor journal, doing all of these different things that I do, recalling my dreams, whatever downloads I'm getting. So that's what I do. That's what I mean by listening to frequencies. Been feeling like I'm overhealing, even waking up throughout the night needing ice cold water. Listen, you say you feel like you're overhealing. It be like that sometimes. Sometimes spirituality is overwhelming, and that's the stuff that they don't talk to you about. What I would advise you doing, I understand the drinking a lot of water. I drink about 1.5 gallons a day. It's not because I'm big. I tell you that much. I'm 140 pounds soaking wet. I'm 5'8", and I drink a lot of water, and I get thirsty all throughout the night. I'll wake up, and I'll be done drunk 4 bottles of these waters right here in between my sleep. So I understand about that thirst. Just continue to, what I would advise you do, Aquarius tea. Aquarian tea is try your best to take as much supplement as you can if you're not taking supplements to assist you with your diet. It's not that you are not doing what you're supposed to do. You might just need a little extra. And so I do drink chlorophyll in my water every day. Shout out to my husband and Blended Rootz, because he's what keep me healthy and alive and all that good stuff. But just getting that extra supplement that you need. Ensure that you're getting that vitamin D3 vitamin that we need, and you need to get that vitamin D outside too. Don't cost that much. But just doing what you can to increase your supplements. What you say you can't stand to be in warm or hot heat? I love it hot because I'm always cold. So like I'm always feeling cold. I don't know what that is. I'm always feeling cold. So I love to be in the heat, but I can't sleep hot. Like at night, the AC have to be on and the fan have to be on. Y'all, I appreciate the likes too. I appreciate the likes. Yes, when I'm asleep too. Look, I cannot sleep hot. I had the AC and the fan on, and I had a fan on throughout the whole winter. What did it say? Oh yeah. And if you dream about people from your past, please write down the stuff that they say, Miss Carter. Okay. Your deity is Ogun. Okay. My Ori is Oya. And I'm so I found out that I'm the daughter of Oya. I haven't initiated or nothing like that. I had some divination done because I had some divination done, and when I had the divination done, they was telling me about it, and so I'm going through the whole process to like study and learn about it, but I'm not initiating full into the priesthood. I probably just only do like a first hand ephod, but I'm still even researching that because I don't even know if I want to do that. But the reason why I know my Ori is Oya is because I had Ifa reading done by Ifa priest, and he's in Africa actually, and then I had like something else done like a elbow. They do that, and so then when they did all the stuff, they told me like who my God had, who my spiritual mother was, and my spiritual mother was Oya, which makes sense because I'm very autonomous. I don't like to do. I like to kind of like do my own thing. My unorthodox doesn't mean ungrounded. I just kind of like do my own thing. I've always been and in the ancestral field, even if it was just regular medicine. I was in the military. I retired from the military. I've been overseas 4 times, so I've been to Africa like 4 times. I fought alongside of my husband. My husband, Godhead, is Shango, which makes sense. Just different things like that. So I just study, man, because I don't want to get locked into something and I can't do my thing, So that's why I'm not going to do like a full initiation. First of all, my ancestors told me not to do that. I don't know if they meant forever, but they said not to do that. Not right now, So I'm gonna be obedient because I know how it ends up when I don't listen to them. Every time I don't listen to them, I get jacked up. So yes, I got some books that I can recommend on Kemet and hoodoo. So Zora Neale Hurston, y'all, she was a hoodoo priestess. I like that book. I like the book with about the 7 African powers. Let's see what else I got. Y'all got so much stuff over here. Hold on. The Kemet book. I got the Kemet 101 book. But I do a lot of my research for Kemet offline. There's some people that I actually subscribe to on YouTube. Let me see. I got a whole library over here, but I love that Kemet stuff, and I love that hoodoo stuff too. The Zora Neale Hurston. I hope y'all can still hear me. Zora Neale Hurston is good for hoodoo. Hold on here. I got a lot of stuff over here. That Kemet 101. Then Ancient Future, if you could understand Ancient Future. The Ancient Future text is it's kind of complex, but it's a good text to understand. But hopefully I can go back in the chat and answer your question if I can't find it right now. I should have put on my AirPods. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put on my AirPods so that the questions that y'all have, I could turn and look at this stuff, and then y'all can still get the same information without not hearing me. But Zora Neale Hurston's got a book. It's about, let's see. Zora Neale Hurston is really good with her hoodoo stuff. I also, if any of y'all are in school, y'all can actually go on the school website and search this stuff and you'll find it. Let's see. I'll be up here. Let's see. Zora. Excuse me, y'all. Neil Hurston. She got Mule and Men. That's a good book. Mule and Men. That's it. Let's see. Mule and Men. Oh, you want? Oya? It's not a. I'm telling you, it's not. So with Oya, it's not a lot of text out there about her. Like Oya, because she was that autonomous, so it's not a lot of text out there. The only way you're gonna really get information on Oya if y'all go, it's like different babas on YouTube that I listen to every now and again when I want to hear things about the deities. There's only a few that I trust because some of them is just like all about money, and I ain't with all that. I mean, people supposed to get paid, but like everything shouldn't have to be a dollar sign all the time. How do you tap into your lineage? I'm the only spiritual practitioner in the family. Woo! So I can't really talk to other family members about where I am from. Okay. So what I was talking about the food and all that other stuff, that's gonna be how you tap in. You got to do things in connection with them. And that's why I always say do what resonates with you, because again, we all have different ancestors, we all have different lines. But what I would advise though, first things first, learning about protections, learning about how to ground and meditation and all these other things to level yourself out, because once you tap into this world, you ain't gonna be able to tap out. And when you go into this world, being mindful that it's gonna come with a sacrifice. All right. And so how long the sacrifice is, I don't know how long that sacrifice will be for you. But you can definitely tap in by just doing those few things that I was telling you. Also, if you ain't got nobody to talk to about this, we have a support group on Patreon. We meet once a month. We talk for 3 hours, sometimes more. And we talk about all things spiritual there. And we also have like classes and sessions where we get together. So we getting together all month, but the support group is the one that's like 3 hours, is in the middle of the day. We're talking about all things spiritual. We help each other out. That's not posted, it's private. So it's like a group, it's like group sessions. So like if you were to go to like Narcotics Anonymous, so this like spiritual anonymous, like we just go in there and talk about all the stuff that we dealing with. And and nobody's judged because we don't do all that other stuff that could go over to the other groups. Like ain't no such thing as low frequency emotions, but in order for low frequency emotions, in order for low vibrational emotions to become better, they have to be addressed and they have to be rectified appropriately. You can't just be like, oh, don't be over here low vibrational. No, we're gonna deal with it. We're gonna address the elephant in the room. We're gonna address that emotion, and we're gonna help you to do what you need to do to get through that emotion. All right. And then once you get through that emotion, now you'll know how to dance with the emotion. So that's what we do over there. Frequency for heart rates help you sleep. Yes. Overheating. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Overheating. Yeah. I do get hot a lot. I do get hot a lot. I see what you're saying. I get hot a lot, but I get cold a lot too. And I don't know if it's because of the spirits. I don't know what it's because of, but I darn sure feel it. But I like being hot rather than cold. Nobody tells you to fight. Nope. They only tell you about the love and the sunshine. Yes. Oh goodness. Yo, I could tell y'all so much. When I came into mind, like in 2014 is when I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do this for real, right? And why I say that? That's when I got sick, liver failure, had non-alcoholic liver disease. They couldn't even figure out where the heck it came from. I had all kinds of different illnesses, kidney failure. What else? Oh, I had a degenerative spinal disease. Sometimes I couldn't walk. I was in a wheelchair, had to get injections, Had other kind of sicknesses, cancerous polyps. They thought I had cancer. Ended up getting typhoid. Organs started shutting down. Yeah, couldn't walk. Had to rebuild muscle in my legs so that I could just bend down. Right, was walking with a cane. Got chapted out. Got kicked out of the military for being a sickly. Then went alkaline for 6 months. Started doing that. Got a little better. Then got a whole lot better. But then when I got better, I went into corporate. After I went into corporate, the ancestor said, "Didn't I tell you you're gonna sit down?" They sat me down, made me blind. And and so in June, I was halfway able to see. And then by December, I could see. By the new year, I could see out of both my eyes. But it was a struggle. It's a struggle. I don't care what nobody say. And then nobody warned me either. So you welcome. Didn't nobody warn me about that. But it is really a test. And that's why I'm saying, like, do we have spiritual fathers and mothers? Yes. We do have spiritual fathers and we do have spiritual mothers. But so here's the thing. There's another thing I'll tell you. That's in African traditional healing, in African traditional spirituality, religion, or ATR, whatever. The only person that can tell you that is the freaking priests and stuff that are ordained to do that over there. So when people be like, I feel like y'all's around you, they don't know for sure. So don't let them tell you that they can, because those are specific techniques, unless they are a part of those ATRs and ATSs. I'm telling y'all, I learned a lot doing this traditional healing. I learned a whole lot. And it was things that I thought I knew that I didn't know. And they taught me, but it's still things that is still beyond the Western way. I tell you that much. No tarot cards could tell you that. I'm going to tell you, no tarot cards can tell you that. I'm going to tell y'all again. No tarot cards can tell y'all that. I can't even tell y'all that. And I ain't going to fake the funk. I ain't about to be out here like, oh, man, I see y'all going. I don't see nobody. Let me get you to somebody that can help you, please. Peace and value. I remember the 7. That's the book. That's what I was talking about, Ms. Wills. The 7 African Powers. I like that book. I love Bobby Hemmett. I love Bobby Hemmett. I do think sometimes he get a little extreme, but I like his messages and I like his information. And then I ground that information and I do what will with it. I find that when guys desire me, I dream about them. I wonder what that means. Ooh, child, you know what that means, but be careful, because you need to know, poetic soul. Be careful. When they desire you, you need to know if they're incubus or a succubus. Because they could be either one of them type of energies, and you don't want no attachments to none of that. So you just being mindful and being able to discern who they are. All right, who they is. Yeah, I wish Bobby Hemmett. I don't know if Bobby Hemmett got his own channel, but I do like his work. I ain't gonna lie. I do like his work. I just feel like if some people get his work too soon, they not gonna be able to ground it. Yep, his old videos. I do too. Getting into the basics. Yes. I only listen to deity music. Yep. Learn from others who know of them. There we go. Oh yeah. That's true. That is so true. I'm with you. Yes, I wish I knew this when I joined in my early teenager. Oh yeah. I wish it's so much that I wish that I knew earlier that but I feel like it was in timing though too, because maybe if I'd have known it earlier, I wouldn't have grasped the concept or whatever, All awakenings are different. Mine was in love. Yes, my lessons are all in love. Oh yeah. I can definitely understand that. Mine are in emotions, like mine are in emotions. I had to learn them emotions, and the military did not help me out with that. I don't know if he passed, but I think he had a stroke. I think he had a stroke. I think Bobby Hemming had a stroke. I don't know if he died. I can't find him anywhere either, but I believe he had a stroke. Like everything got. Oh, he transitioned? Okay. Yeah, I didn't know for sure. Yeah, listen. I would have been blown away too, Miss Duvernay. I would have been blown away if I'd understood all of this when I was younger. I kind of felt like I did kind of understand some of it, but this would have been too much. This would have been too much. Let me see, what else did they put? Oh, itchy palm, y'all. Itchy palm. Money. That was one of the superstitions, and I know everybody done heard about that one, but that was one that we was talking about. And I believe that I know all of our ancestors that did that one. Use astro. Yep, I used to astral project, and I used to astral travel. I used to go out there and try to astral travel, like just regularly, right? But now I don't do that. I don't do that now. I was over there in the astral plane, y'all, and I saw some people. Like I saw some spiritualists. I don't even know if they. I don't even know if it was really them at that time because I wasn't. I don't want to say evolved, but I wasn't as aware of like who was what back then. And I saw them like zapping people's powers, like taking people's powers. And I was like, oh man, I ain't going back over there no more. And so I don't go over there unless I got business over there. I don't go nowhere unless I got business. I don't do nothing unless source approves, and I don't do nothing outside of ancestor work. Telling y'all. I used to think that I was gonna be like one of those ones that was gonna be doing like everything spiritual, boy. And I'm like, nah. I gotta stay in alignment with my assignment. Ooh, y'all like that rhyme? Gotta stay in alignment with my assignment. Let's say, yes. Y'all still listen. Ain't no use to y'all still do this stuff. Y'all still talk to spirits. Y'all still be astral projecting. Y'all just don't see it as that no more. I'm pretty sure that I be astral projecting when I don't know that I'm doing it too. Cause sometimes you're not even conscious of it. But y'all still do it. Y'all talk to spirit every day. Every time y'all be driving off in traffic and you see an accident that happened, and at first you was mad that you was late, but then you glad that you was late because you avoided that accident. You done talk to spirit. You just don't seem like it, but you did. You talked to somebody. Look, oh man. Whew. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad that you having that experience with those lucid dreams. You are definitely in tune with something. You definitely in tune with something. Make sure you journaling them. Make sure you are journaling them. You when you saw yourself sleeping, yeah. Um, when you're doing your meditations and stuff, you'll have a lot of those moments where you will come out of your space and your spirit body will exit your body, and then you'll be able to see yourself meditating. It's a Indian technique. It's illegal in India now to do that, but oh yeah, they do it a lot. I remember seeing ghosts. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Wow. You say you see a ghost that look like Abraham Lincoln? Probably was him. You probably one of them type of mediums that can see. Not everybody get the Not everybody get to experience seeing like spirits that were like considered celebrities and things like that. Not everybody get to see that. But I tell y'all, one good way to test y'all mediumship abilities is go down to Louisiana. We went to the Whitney Plantation a couple years ago, and baby, there was a lot of things going on there. I was about to lose my mind. I was about to lose my mind. I would have too, but I did receive so many. Oh yeah, look, I already know you need to come on over to the other side, my brother TJ. Come on over to the other side. Because you be giving people messages and they don't even know they're getting messages from spirit. Come on over to the other side. I love the listen. I love y'all, and I'm able to do this because y'all are the way that y'all are. You know that what they say, energy feed energy. You just looked up incubus. Ooh, so basically, the spirit of someone could have said yes while you sleep. Yes, 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 yes. So they call them wet dreams, but they not wet dreams. They them spirits up there doing the do, and fulfilling their little fantasies with you. Mm-hmm. They fulfilling their little fantasies with you, so you have to be careful. And so you can find these spirits on anybody. These spirits can be on men or women. Please believe me. Not everybody is not safe. You know, sometimes, and y'all need to be careful to mind y'all energy, making sure that y'all closing off y'all energy to these people. Because sometimes people can see y'all gifts before y'all even see y'all gifts, and they'll start siphoning your gifts. You might have been feeling like some of y'all might have been feeling tired, real tired last year at the end of the year. And they was on the siphoning during that winter equinox. That's what it called. They was on there siphoning them energies. Y'all seen the video on Twitter? Let me see. It say, oh yeah, them are the siphoning them energies, y'all. So you got to be careful. People will try to take you. This how. Let me tell y'all something. I was in this training, and they showed me how easy it was. They showed me how easy it was for people to. No, it's not illegal to astral project, but it's illegal for them to use that technique, that particular technique that I was telling y'all about. It's illegal for the Indians to use that particular technique in yoga, where they will be meditated and they come step outside of their bodies and look at themselves while they're in. But the thing is, people could see the other people could see them, like they made themselves visible in their when they projected outside of their bodies. So they made it illegal in India to practice that. Um, but yeah, I found out that people could. Oh yeah, energy vampires. There you go. I found out that people could siphon your energy while you're doing. So, say for example, you a medium, and there are other mediums in the room, but these mediums, maybe a medium isn't strong enough to hold a spirit up, like hold a connection, right? But they strong enough to tap into your auric field, right? Or they strong enough to tap into your energy while you holding the connection. They could come in and take your whole reading and give it to somebody else, and then you look like a dummy, and then they look like the superhero. So they done stole everything that you done built up, you know. So I found that out during my traditional practices that people could do that. I didn't know that they could do that, but they can do that, and I found that out during practice. I remember sitting in the group in my traditional practices, and I got the spirit on lock. I'm ready to go. But it was something that I didn't know because I didn't have enough in my tool bag, my mind, like the word. I just did not know the word of what I was trying to say. And when I was describing what I was trying to say, this other one was like, dun, 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 let me show this person how it goes. And that's when I realized, oh my goodness, they can steal a connection. They can they can take your whole reading from you and make you look like a butthole. So y'all got to be careful to lock y'all energy off. Oh yeah. Oh, ooh, Kentucky. Oh my goodness. You in the military? In Kentucky? What you doing in Kentucky? My goodness. Yes, there you go, Miss Duvernay. Call that energy back to you. I had a karmic still in my and he saw who I was had dream my there we go. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna go watch it too while y'all playing. But yeah, you gotta call your energy back to you every morning and every night. The ancestors prayed. The ancestors prayed. The reason why we do our bedtime prayers and our morning prayers is because of our spirits be leaving our body, and sometimes we're not developed enough to control what's happening when we go into those spaces. You know, sometimes we are. A lot of y'all lucky. All y'all that's on the call, y'all lucky because y'all had encounters when y'all was kids, so y'all very developed in your dream state. So a lot of y'all are fortunate, but there are going to be some that are not developing their dream state, but very developed in the physical state. You know, it's a lot. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And listen, y'all, please, please, please close your portals when you're doing your tarot readings and things, and letting them know that you're no longer energetically available to them. Because if you leave them portals open, all kinds of things can happen. Can astrology be? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Reality 333. Yeah, it can definitely be used. I do this thing called a soul chart. And the soul chart, it pretty much give you like different astrological timelines. But I'm gonna tell y'all can go on. I'm finna tell y'all what the name of this website is real quick. Some of y'all probably already know them, but I use AstroSeek is one of them. I got an account that's a free account, and AstroSeek allow you to get a lot of information about yourself, about who you're dealing with, and all that. And then the other one is called astro.com. So astro.com, right? Astro.com allow you to do a lot of stuff too. Allow you to get a birth natal chart, allow you to get draconic charts, allow you to get all the different types of charts that's out there. It also tells you like where is the best location for you. So the reason why I ended up in this state in the big text is because astrology said it would be great for me. And that just is what it is. It was certain places that I would go, like when I was in Kansas, astrology was like, you need to hurry up and get out of here. This place is depressing. It's not going to help you do anything. You're going to have a baby here. And I was like, oh, shoot. So I had to hurry up and get up out of Kansas. I didn't get out of there early enough because I ended up having a baby. But but yeah, but Texas was very promising for me, which is why I wanted to retire out of the military here, because it was very promising to me. So I did that. I ended up having to go to South Carolina so my husband could retire, but South Carolina did me good because I got to South Carolina on the day that I entered the military decades earlier. So it was like charging some up. The whole drive, I'm getting downloads, source just telling me this and that, telling me how all this stuff gonna play out. And I ain't really know how it was gonna play out, to be honest, y'all, because I was like, dang, we moving. I had plans to stay here, but I ended up coming back here and it all worked out. I just needed to go over there to go through that season while I was over there. So and that what they did was they just picked us up and isolated us to develop us even more, because we probably wouldn't even came into what we were supposed to be coming into had we not had that 2-year separation from all the things that kept us busy. But yeah, astrology can definitely help. Oh, watch that video on Twitter about the incubus and the succubus somebody suggested. I thought you posted a video. I'm at the ER with my daughter and spirit kept telling me to look at my phone. The video was playing. Oh, wow. I'm developing dream state. My dreams confuse me, so I ignore them, but they won't stop. Oh, don't ignore them. Just write them down, because I got dreams that I wrote down in 2013, 2011, and now they making sense now. It was times where I would get dates in my dream and I would put them on my calendar. And then so just last month, my alarm went off and it said something great gonna happen this week. And the sure as poop stink, something great happened that week. And I was like, yo, and I looked at where that date came from. That date came from a dream 5 years ago. 5 years ago. So they're gonna be confusing, but write them down. Some of them will start to make sense later. You one day you're gonna be sitting there, somebody gonna be telling you about something, and they'll be like, oh man, this happened and that happened and blah 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 blah. And then when this person died, they was killed like this and da 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 da. And I'm just so hurt because blah blah blah. And you're gonna be like, that's that damn dream I had. It was confusing then, but it makes sense now. And you'll be able to relate the people to what happened in the dream. I guarantee it. Well, I don't guarantee it, but I feel strongly about that. I hope your daughter okay. Oh yes, when close your portal. Because sometimes, if say for example you close your portal, certain spirits can come in. They can try to attack you there, and they can try to fight you. All right, because I done had some spirits come in and try to beat me up. I done had spirits come in and pretend they was my kids. I done had all that, but I already know that they ain't my kids. Because my kids ain't been try to fight me. But I done had spirits come in, and I remember, prime example, somebody was doing tarot in the house, and I was asleep. And I had to get up, and I went over there. I said, "Hey, close your portal." They was like, "What? Did I close my what?" I was like, "You need to close your portals. You got to close your portals because I'm not. This is what I do, and because this is what I do, spirits be coming in and messing with me, and I got control over which spirits come in. But if you got a portal open, they come in and it got away. One of those spirits came and tried to act like he was a thug. I was like, no, you gonna get up out here, but close your portals. Close your portals, y'all. Uh-oh. Who this is? Oh, yeah. I don't want to go back to being like everybody else either. It's so boring. I tried it. I tried to quit. I really did. I tried to quit one time, y'all. And it was so boring. I was like, you know what? I was so annoyed and so aggravated. Um, oh. Oh yeah. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Um, if it is, don't let them cut. We can shrink with herbs. We can shrink with Yoni steams. We can extract with Yoni steams and things like that. And this thing called Vitazine can shrink. Vitazine can shrink fibroids. It's expensive, but it can do it. Oh yeah. Yeah, you just hey, poetic soul, if that's how you do it, hey, whatever resonates with you at that time, how you cut it out. What I do is I be like, I just thank my ancestors for coming there. I say the closing ancestor prayer. I let them know that I'm signing off. I'm out of here. Because one thing about it, two things for sure, they'll come in your room. You be trying to get some sleep and they trying to wake you up. They trying to tell you everything. Y'all know 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, here they come talking about what they want to talk about. And I'm like, hey, now ancestors. Now, if this ain't important, I need to get me some sleep because y'all know I got things to do in the morning. So, they'll try you. They'll try you a little bit, a little razzle dazzle, but it's all good. But yeah, just tell them, hey, I'm closing this portal. I'm no longer energetically available. You do it, you ritualize it so that you can feel the energy of the portal closing and all that. Oh yes. And if you got, depending on what type of phone you got, just pull out your notepad and talk them. Even if it got spelling errors, you can fix them later. You just want to get it out while you remember them dreams. Oh yeah. Spirulina. I love that spirulina. We got spirulina too in apothecary. Get that spirulina, drink that, get that all that good stuff. Get it all in your system. It'll shrink them right on up. I was able to get rid of endometriosis. Let's see. Oh yeah, I love the laughter and the good vibes for real. Yes. And I'm gonna help call in healing for her too. That's what we're gonna do. You wake up at those times all the time. I'm telling you, that's how they do it. That's how they do it. They get to talking. The ancestors don't be playing. The ancestors is on a mission. Okay, they are on their mission, and this stuff is gonna there's gonna be a shift in power. That's what the Pluto return was about. It's about to be a shift in power. All right, that February Pluto return. Hey, the birth of a nation. So, and that's I started as an astrologer, you guys. I thought I was going to be an astrologer. I really did. And then, like, I started noticing a lot of my familiar dysfunction showing up in my life. And I was like, you know what? I got to figure this out. I definitely have to heal and figure out why my family's so crazy. So then I went to school to become a psychologist, and I started in clinical psychology. Then I'm like, yo, I cannot work with this. Clinical psychologist is not focusing on the family unit; it's focusing on the individual, and that's when I transferred over into marriage and family. So I got a certification in contemporary therapy. I have my master's in marriage and family therapy, and I'm working on my license so that I can have my license in it. And then I'm doing a specialization in addictions so that I can really hone in on addictions and figure those things out as well. But on the traditional side, it was psychology, and on this side, it's like, oh, this is psychology too. So, but yeah, so oh yeah, my answer is definitely, oh yeah, they had to, because y'all know I never be home live, and my friend, she want me to be live more, and I'm gonna start listening to her and being live more. But y'all, I just be trying to protect my energy too, because this ancestor work, it ain't no joke. Y'all already know. Obviously, y'all are here for a reason. Y'all have the same abilities, if not greater. You know what I'm saying? And so y'all already know how exhausting and taxing this life could be. So I be trying to protect my energy, because people see your grace and don't know what race it took you to get here. Like, it was not an easy task. This right here, even childhood was not an easy task. Reality 333, astrology. The day that you was born means something. I was born on a Saturday, so I was meant to have a difficult life. Everybody that was born on a Saturday will have a difficult life. Just is what it is. The lesson has to be a little bit harder for Saturday babies, because they're ruled by Saturn. Okay. Which is why y'all see this in Africa. Part of my name is Ama. If you're born on a Friday, part of your name is Afua. I don't know them all off the top of my dome, but that'll be something interesting for y'all to look into. The more information that you know about yourself as far as astrology, the easier this spiritual journey becomes. And you know off rip who you can and can't deal with off top. So I love it. Oh man, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. You'll know who you can and cannot deal with off rip with astrology. Okay. So knowing what the day you was born on means, understanding your Chinese zodiac, understanding y'all that it's 13 of these things. I know we do all the traditional stuff. I'm just gonna go ahead and tell y'all, Afukius is real, y'all. And every other system does the 13 zodiacs, but Western does not. All right. If you black and you come from African descendants, understanding these Adinkra alphabets, that's Adinkra, the alphabets, what they mean. It's so many things out here. Sacred geometry couldn't be sacred geometry without Adinkra symbols, y'all. And Adinkra symbols is from Africa. And so Africa has their own astrological systems in itself. And they even got a let me tell you another astrological system that the Africans practice. It's called the Dendera zodiac. Okay. And so the Dendera zodiac, this is off Kemet. This is about Kemet, Egyptian. And so the Aries is a Sar. All right. The Libra is Ma'at. But that's it. That's up for question. So for the Libra, they got Ma'at or Aset. So, but Ma'at means balance, just like the Libra, And then you got the Taurus, you got Hathor, and then you got the Scorpio, and say Ampu. Then you got the Gemini is Jehut. Then you got Sagittarius is Segment. Then you got Cancer is Nebhet. Then you got Capricorn is Set. And then you got Leo being Haru. Then you got the Aquarius. They say Aquarius is Ma'at. So the Aquarius gonna fluctuate between Ma'at and Set, and Libra gonna fluctuate between. I just don't know which one it definitely is, but Ma'at seems to make the most sense. Virgo is Jeb, and Pisces is Newt. Okay, so if you look at that, if you look at those different things, I saw the God of War. That's Aries all day. We just came out of the Aries new moon. So if you felt like you wanted to slap somebody, that's why. You know, so just understanding all of these different systems. The more you understand about all of these different systems, the more you begin to understand yourself. You was born on a Friday. Okay, a fool. Okay, a fool. Queen of Fool ain't the only a fool out here. Let's see. Oh, 1 and 4. Listen, those are the hours. Anything before 6 o'clock, those are the hours. Now I got some ancestors that be, you know, they what you call it? They stragglers. They come in about 7. You know, I got some of those too. Oh yeah, the government system is shifting hard. And listen, y'all, we shifted into another I feel like we shifted into another dimension. I don't be talking about this stuff on YouTube because YouTube, if I get too deep into what I'm about to say, they gonna end my live. They always do. But I feel like they keep us off of the. Okay, I feel like understanding the African cosmologies is very important for our present and our future. Here's why. All of these zodiacs is galaxies. They not no dang constellation. I know that the apps be like the Libra constellation and this and that on night sky, but these are different types of galaxies, which is why these elements and these zodiacs affect us so heavily. There are things about different zodiacs that are universal to every zodiac, and it's because of the cosmologies associated with those zodiacs. And those zodiacs, those are actual galaxies that's out there in the universe, but they don't want to tell you all those different things. And so it's more of them. All right. And so when you start understanding and you start seeing what these other ways of life is teaching, then you begin to realize, like, hey, this Western stuff is leaving some things out. Just like the everything. Okay, so the map is upside down. It's read upside down. It's not supposed to be read like that. That's one thing. And then they got everything in reverse. So 12 o'clock supposed to be 6 o'clock, and 6 o'clock supposed to be 12. So all these different things. Listen, y'all get that deep down into these different spiritual systems, y'all gonna start understanding, like, oh man, this stuff is deeper than we thought. But when I talk about this stuff on YouTube be like, nope. Also, Africa, Akibulan, all of these different names for these different places before they was colonized. Like, it's y'all. So that shift happened on January 1st. When that shift happened on January 1st, all of these different clocks was on different time. And for those of y'all that's in the East Coast, y'all know the ball did not drop on time. And here's why I know the ball didn't drop on time. I was on the website trying to get the ball to drop. The ball would drop late. And everybody was like, yo, you supposed to be playing the ball drop. I'm like, the ball didn't drop yet. You know, and then it dropped like a minute late. And that's when everybody started singing that ode to whatever song in my house, right? So that's when I'm like, oh, something ain't right. So that's when we shifted into some other type of dimension. And now that's what people be meaning when they be like, oh, the past, present, and future is happening at the same time. It's happening at the same time because there are different people that are on different timelines right now. Some people will tell you that they living in 2013 or living in 2012 or whatever. But that's when the shift happened. But that stuff goes deeper than what I can even explain on here. That's why I like reading and getting other knowledge is fundamental, because them folks be hiding things from us. And then by the time we be done put everything together, we be 80 years old. You know, it took me almost to 40 to get to this understanding. I'm 37 years old. It took me almost to 40 to get to this understanding. imagine what I would have done with this understanding years ago, you know, when I was younger. Let's see. Oh yeah. Let's see. I heard raise children property. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Let's see. You don't recognize. I be having a right. I didn't recognize my childhood either. I did a lot of I dabbled in a lot of different things, but I began to understand my childhood because the only way that I could understand myself was to understand my childhood. And then after I understood my childhood, I had to understand the ones that raised me. And then after I understood the ones that raised me, I was able to understand even more about who I am today. You born Monday 13, your life path is amazing. But challenging. Oh yeah. My life path is 22. I'm a master teacher, so that's why I always be having a lot of classes. Caught it late, but rewatching. Awesome. Hey Tiffany. The bases are important. I'm technically a Cancer. Yeah. Yeah. But I like to claim being a Leo. I'm a Cancer. My Chiron is in Gemini though. So I communicate kind of like very direct. I'm working on it. Oh man. That sleep being off, I can definitely understand that. We have shifted periods. I felt it the other night when I woke up. When it woke me up out of my sleep a couple nights. Oh yeah. Y'all definitely know what I'm talking about. That's why y'all is up. Y'all definitely know what I'm talking about. Yeah, we are walking galaxies. We are walking in connection to our galaxies. 2020. Oh, there you go. Watch out. Watch out. 2020 is 2020 felt so traumatized, but let me tell you something about 2020. If you're really into this astrology and all that other stuff, 2020 was very telling. COVID locked us into, never mind. I can't even say that word. But 2020 did something very 2020 tried to stop something, but they couldn't stop the inevitable. That's all I'm gonna say. Oh, you woke up at 12:22 on and y'all that 12 and that 22. When all December and January, me and the group on Patreon, we worked those 12s and 22s and the 21s. So we did work on 12-1. We did work on 12-1. We did work on 12-1, 20-21. We did work on 12-12-20. We did 12-2. We did a lot of work surrounding those 12s and 22s. I don't look nowhere. No, thank you. I'm so grateful. That's them Blended Rootz. I'm telling y'all, the Blended Rootz. Thank y'all. I sure appreciate it. Somebody said I look 12 years old. Thank you. 2020, it felt fake because it was fake. They got us in the Matrix real good. That's all I'm gonna say. Y'all watch that. Hey, my mentor had me watch Doctor Strange. Y'all, that so telling. Let me show y'all something. Y'all, I'ma always recommend books. I got some. So for those of y'all that's ready, this ain't the one that I'm talking about. For those of y'all that ready, I'm finna show y'all. I'm gonna grab something. So for those of y'all that's ready to absorb this information. For those of y'all that's ready to absorb this information, I want y'all to get this compilation. Y'all could buy it one at a time because these books get more and more expensive, y'all. And it's getting more and more expensive because they don't want us to know it. So this whole series, for those of y'all that's ready to go there, get it. It's free information. This is where a lot of people getting their information from and repackage it and sell it to y'all. But it's free. So get this. Edify yourself for this. It's certain things that only your guides and your ancestors gonna give you. And that's when you put in you got to put the price tag on it for the energy. But this right here, this is free. And this is the whole series. And this series right here is very telling. So that's the first one. That's the first thing I'm going to tell y'all to do. The second thing I'm going to tell y'all to get. Second thing I'm going to tell y'all to get is this series. This series is Myths and Legends. So y'all can understand where a lot of this stuff is coming from. And this sacred geometry stuff. Signs and symbols. All right? So y'all can understand that. I hope y'all seeing it. So much. It's so much, y'all. I'll be on here giving school all night if they let me. So, oh, you went, yeah. That's when there was a big shift in 2022. Vibration when it comes back to your body. Oh yeah. The vibration could also be you entering into different fields. Okay, so if you feel in vibrations, it could be you entering into different fields. And also, depending on where the vibrations are, they could be your ancestors. Certain pains that you may feel might be in connection to your ancestors. Which Patreon gives you access to? Oh, so the spiritual support group is the $10 one. The $10 one gives you access to the spiritual support group. It also gives you access to, I believe, one of the anonymous corners. That's when we be linking up and having our classes. So with this, we're doing the reflective reading on emotions. 2020 was like our 2012. 2020 was like the 2012. Or matter of fact, it probably was like 2010, and this year it's like 2012. Like it's 2012. Oh yeah, the laws of my eye. Yes. No, this is the raw material. This is the raw material. The laws of my eye. I got those too. I ain't know you was ready for that, Ms. Duvernay. But the laws of my eye is I actually got a tarot deck about the laws of my eye. No, I haven't read The Secret Science, but I'm just telling y'all, I have read I Am. I done read so much stuff, my goodness. I've read I Am. Yes, they have a deck. They have a deck. And if y'all don't like reading, get the Audible. Just listen to the Audible. It's gonna do the same thing. Yeah, they got a deck. The deck is in I put it in a box. So I would have to go and get it out the box in order for you to. And for those of y'all that's interested in Kemet, they got a Kemet deck too. Show y'all some. This is the Kemet deck. I love this deck. This is the Kemet deck. You see? Let me tell y'all what the name of this deck is. So they got the Kemet deck and they got this Kemetic Tarot. That's what it's called. So if y'all interested in that, very beautiful and colorful. Got a lot of information. It's in co-relationship to the actual tarot. just different things mean different things. But yeah, it's a lot, y'all. So many things that I be wanting to talk about, but I know that certain things are for certain spaces. I tell you that much. Certain things are for certain spaces. And for those of y'all that are working on y'all wounds, somebody recommended this book to me. It's a good book. And for those of y'all that's working on your wound, you can identify what's going on in there. Knowledge definitely triggers the awakening for sure. The books are expensive. That's what I was saying. Like when we first started doing homeschooling and we were teaching our kids about the African, like they came before Columbus and all of those different things. It wasn't as expensive. Now it's certain books. One of these books, I got a book over here that's talking about the Bible. And it's talking about how it was whitewashed. That book is like $1,000 now. So many different things. But what I do is I love, like, I get all of these different ways of life, like Rumi, all this different stuff like this in relationship to other ways of life. And man, I go at it. Sometimes I'll be so tired from studying. But I know I needed that time of study, because having a lot in your tool bag, I'm telling y'all, when source really talking and the ancestors really talking, it'll just be something. You might be doing a reading, right? And you doing this reading, and then a situation that happened with you and your cousin come up, and you were like, and you start talking to this person. I feel like, what they showing me is, what spirit is showing me is blah blah blah. And you breaking down this situation that happened with you and your cousin, and the person like, oh my goodness, that's exactly what happened. The only thing you missing is, and that's how source do it. Take your experiences, take your knowledge, and they get you to feel things the way that you would understand it. Even when your ancestors communicate with you, they get you to communicate in ways that you would understand it. So yes, the wound. And then for those of y'all, if y'all do go on Patreon, I ain't forcing y'all. I just want to let y'all know. I like some of the books, like the Master of Love. We did the whole book series. Whoo, that thing was intense. And I put that PDF on there. So sometimes I do PDFs, and then I got like the challenges that we've done. Those PDFs are on there. Y'all can do what y'all will with them. If you want to know how to eat alkaline, I put recipes, broke down the instructions, the grocery list, the how to cook the stuff, put videos up how to cook, like everything. It's like, because I'm a researcher. That's what I do. I used to be an investigator. When I got out of the military, I was an investigator. So I like to do a lot of research. Again, my master number is 22. I'm a master teacher. I act like a master teacher because that's what I am. So I'll go and gather all the information. I don't mind doing that. And I don't mind giving it out for free, or for like a small research fee. What I call a research fee. But yeah. Yes, self-love. That's what I was talking about, the mastery of love. So I got that one. That's on Patreon. I put the PDF on there. This one right here. This one would change the game. And also, it's three classes that I'm about to bring to oh yeah, I got Queen of Fool. Queen of Fool got a book on sacred healing for sure. I got that book too. But it's 3 classes that I'm about to do for Patreon. It's I'm doing them Mama May I. Mama May I is gonna be childhood healing of the mother womb. I'm doing father's maybe, and that's childhood healing of the father's womb. And then I'm also going to do a love class. So it's about the divine counterpart. And it's not just about the divine counterpart getting them, it's about keeping them too. Because I feel like I've been pretty successful at that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Yeah, the Bible, I mean, the Bible, you can get perspective from it, but it's not the only perspective. Like, it's like this. I look at spiritual texts, how I look at medicine. I'm allergic to certain vaccines, and you might could take them. But because you could take them doesn't mean it's good for me. It causes a bad reaction for me. So not everybody. Jesus ain't everybody deity. Jesus ain't everybody God. Jesus ain't never been my God because Jesus ain't never gave me nothing in return. I don't got no problem with Jesus. I feel like me and Jesus is the same. I've got more from Allah than I have from Jesus, and I ain't Muslim. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like you can gain knowledge from anything that you read. You can gain knowledge from the Bible. I read things in the Bible. I don't have a problem with the things I read in the Bible. I just have a problem with the God that I'm looking at in the Bible. But I ain't here to debate Christianity, Islam, none of that stuff, because I'm a African traditional healer. So I believe in I look at all things, and I'm a master teacher of all ways of life, not just one particular way of life. I got Christians that rock with me. I got all different ways of life that rock with me. I even got people that I didn't even think was gonna rock with me from the United Kingdoms. So I'm like, oh wow, So it ain't about one perspective, Everybody had a different perspective. We could all read the same book and all get different things from the same book that we read. Kind of like the elephant. If it's 10 of us and we got on blindfolds and we're all in the straight line, and somebody say, hey, go touch the elephant and tell me how the elephant look just based off what you touching. Everybody gonna have a different perspective on how the elephant look, because everybody is seeing it differently. You see what I'm saying? So it's not just one. I don't feel like one book could do it all. It's too much in the universe. It's too much in the world for one book to do it all. And if the only two people that was in charge of the world was God and Jesus, then it makes all of the other things irrelevant. I feel like if God and Jesus were the only things, they couldn't have done it without all these other things, all of these nature deities, all these nature spirits, or whatever you want to call it, all of these orishas, whatever. I feel like everything works simultaneously. That's what the raw material is about. The raw material is about oneness and how everything works interchangeably and is interconnected. And it breaks it down in a way that I can't even begin to describe, which is why I say, hey, go read these books for yourself. So, but I'm not in disagreement with you. If you get more perspective from reading the Bible, then hey, but I don't. Been struggling with my diet since. Oh man. And listen, I'm the queen of lifestyle change, because my life done depended on it before. So I've developed that discipline about what to eat, how to eat it. And I was taught a way to do it to where it wasn't so taxing. Yeah, I gotta research everything, y'all. I got to. Ooh, a month back, right? Okay. You are the controller of your destiny. That's it. Do you have any clarity on what exactly does it mean to be the controller of your destiny? Okay, so how I see it is every cell within your body is live. And every cell scientifically is a positive charge and a negative charge, right? And because there's a positive charge and a negative charge, you can turn on or turn off whatever is in your body, right? So say, for example, slavery is something that does keeps your family stagnant, right? You can deactivate that cell and activate other cells within it to override that cell. Not saying that you want to get rid of this cell, but you want to deactivate it. So the more positivity you give yourself, the more you'll charge these positive cells. The more things that you affirm with yourself, the more that you will activate within yourself. So I used to be one that every time I went on trips, I would say, dang, I don't like going on vacation because my luggage always get lost. And I kept putting that to the universe. The universe don't know if you lying or not. The universe don't know if it's real, don't know if it's fake. But then I started telling myself, my luggage ain't gonna get lost this time. I'm gonna have a good time. So I charged up that positive sale, and I told myself, and I attracted that. All right. So you are the designer and the creator of your own universe. When I was a little girl, I dreamed to have big things, surrounded by big things. I dreamed of this miraculous life. I dreamed of living in a mansion. I dreamed of having one waterfall in my backyard. I dreamed of having the Alice in Wonderland type of backyard, right? Now, I dreamed this as a kid. I had forgot that dream along the way, right? But then once I started getting into my spiritual journey, I'm like, oh dang. And then I got to a point of understanding where I began to understand, hey, I'm the author of my universe, right? And so I started telling myself, I started pretending like I had it already, right? And guess what now? I got 3 waterfalls in my backyard. I got Alice in Wonderland in my backyard. I'm in my mansion. You know, I'm doing my mini mansion. I'm doing the things that I need to do. And I own everything that I have. Like I don't have no title. I got the titles to all of the vehicles. Me and my husband do. We own everything. But I had to get to that understanding that I was the author and the creator of my own universe. And now my universe looks exactly how I want it to look. And everybody that come over here know my universe looks exactly how I want it to look. And even people that was in the hood with me that come to my house, they like, yo, what are you doing? And I was like, look, I just stepped over the imaginary line and I started thinking like this. And that's just what it was, you know? So when you be seeing people like pretending to be oblivious, I'm not saying be oblivious to things that are going on, but when it comes to like what you do every day, I know y'all be thinking I'll be crazy walking around in them glorious robes, my glorious robes and my beautiful prayer garments and all that stuff and moving about the house and doing all that stuff. I do that stuff because I want to be in a I don't want no mini mansion no more. I want like a big mansion now. You know, I want to retire. Like I want to be like 50 some years old in my big mansion, and I want more land and I want more botanical. And that's where I want to reside for the rest of my life. And so now I'm walking around in this Queen Sheba stuff to manifest this Queen Sheba stuff. All right. So yeah. Let's see. I think for you, reality 333. First of all, 9 is an amazing number. Understand that numerology on a deeper level for 9, because 9 is what got me to that point. That 333, that 36, that got me to where I needed to be. So you're already on the right track with that 333. The book is called I Am. This is the book. One truth, one law. I am, I create. That's that right there. This book right here. It's a simple read, but when you digest this, everything gonna start changing. All right. Once you digest this, it ain't gonna matter what nobody say about you, because once you digest what's on this page, on these pages right here, it's a wrap. The book is only like 90 some pages long. You probably could find a free PDF. You probably could. And also, y'all, like another thing that happens, these laws of nature, yo. You can look at the Kabbalion. The Kabbalion costs like $3 on Amazon. The one I'm talking about, it got the same thing as the one that costs $14, y'all. Y'all ain't gotta waste y'all money on the $14 one, because the $3 one and the $14 one is the same, the exact same, yo. And so when you get that information digested, like I don't know if y'all saw that manifestation video I did. So that house right there, it was straight. Like my house was straight. Like it was like 2,000 some square feet. I told y'all it was a 1/4 acre on the back. We had the title to, we had 4 Beamers at the time. We were doing good. When we went to South Carolina, we ended up in front of 333. We got the 3-6. That was the house number. You know what I'm saying? And the exit was 9. It was something about them 9s. I'm like, dang, what's up with these 9s? What's up with these 9s? What's up with these 9s? 9, the highest number. 9. Why does 9 keep showing up? Man, that 9 was letting me know something, you know. And that 9 followed me here. That 9 followed me for a completion. And now it followed me to a new beginning, yo. And so we took a season. We took a spiritual season. We took a physical season. We took a monetary season. We lived as a family of 5 in a 1,500 square feet house, not because we couldn't afford it. That was never the case. It was like we had to put the discipline behind what we wanted to retire in, especially during COVID, what we wanted to retire in. So we had to put the discipline behind it. You know, the kids didn't notice the difference because they still had the same lifestyle. It's just everything was cheaper, you know. I wasn't a fan of putting that house on no YouTube or no social media or anything like that because I was ashamed. And then what had to happen was my husband like, yo, you don't gotta be ashamed of this. Listen, look at this what the reality is. Who cares what social media is saying, what social media will say about you? You already own a house. And we just sold another house that we owned, and you just living here temporarily to go and buy another house. That's what he said. And I'm like, you know what? You're right. And so that made me think about these laws of nature, which is why I ended up doing the law of nature video back then, because of what the reality was, but what the perception was, but what the reality really was. And so sometimes you got to understand what the reality really was, because sometimes these things out here could lie to you and get you to believe the lies that it's telling you. But once you become the creator, once you understand that you are the I am, all the other stuff is irrelevant. It's irrelevant. It's not real. You have to rewrite that. And can't nobody tell you how to do you but you, you know? So that was one thing that I had to come into realization for. But yeah, them 9s, man. Oh yeah. You can't watch horror movies. Let me tell y'all something about these movies, yo. I want y'all to be interested in the darker side, not to do dark things, but to understand what's out there. Okay? Because them darker things, let me tell you something. One thing that I have come to realize, they make you think it's fantasy, so you don't believe it's real, which is why everything that you saw on TV is now reality. From the Jetsons, when I was a kid, we used to watch the Jetsons and all that stuff. Now I got a Keurig that does the same thing that Rosie said it was going to do. Okay? So it's like they programming it. That's why it's called teleprogramming, because they program you to believe that this could never happen. And then one thing you look around 10 years from now, it's happening. All right. So the alter carbon reality, that's about to be a reality. They trying to figure out how to put consciousness into another sleeve so that people can live forever, so that the consciousness can live forever. You know, who's to know how they've already done this stuff, y'all. So pay attention to it, not to absorb it and become it, but to understand it. That's all I'm saying. I don't know. Kind of Cancer of me. Hey, look, I'm a Cancer too. Period. Alchemist, yes. Thank you. Hey. You know I'm about to bring it forth, Tiffany. I'm not playing around. Yes, I did say it. Yes, I did say it. That's your number then. And then 9, my spiritual mother, Oya, her number is 9. She had 9 children. You know what I'm saying? So I knew it was some reason why I was attracted to them 9s. Many more, but you got me with that. I have that book. I need to read. Oh, please read it. 144. Listen, that 144 frequency too now. That 144 frequency too. I was on that 144 for a minute. For a whole minute. I was so glad when it hit 145. Because I knew that I had, all right, cool. You know. Okay. See you next time. Ashayo. Ashayo. What? Yes. You might be one of her children. You never know. You might be one of her children. Oh yeah, she don't look, y'all. I had said before I came on here, I was like, I'm only be on here for like 30 minutes, and here I am. It's 2 hours later. Why I tell you? But y'all have been y'all have been fueling me. Y'all have been fueling me. But yes, if y'all get an opportunity, do that light cold meditation. I don't know if y'all did it yet, but do that light cold meditation. Take out, I think I put 10 minutes of it up there. Do that light cold meditation. It don't matter what time of year it is to do the meditations that I put up there. Try it. See how it works for you. Write down the things that happen. Oh yeah, water gang all day. Listen, I don't play my astrology, man. I'm a Scorpio rising too. I think that's why I don't like people like being around people. But I'm doing better. Oh yeah. Find out those meanings. Everything. Like I'm listen, y'all. Oh yes, it is exciting. It is exciting. Let me show y'all something. Cause I don't think y'all be knowing. Like when I be talking about like everything that y'all be going through and be doing, I be doing too. Look at all them angel numbers, yo. I be writing them out, and I be writing them out like messages, like every day, like all the time. Like as soon as I see one, I just put it in there, and then I go on about my business, and then I dissect it later on. I'm telling you, look, it's not a game over here. It's not a game. What? Oh yeah, you a Scorpio rising too? Hey, that's what I'm talking about. I am a Scorpio rising, so I do not be playing around. I'm glad you found me too, Poetic Soul. You do. If look, I see Poetic Soul, and I'm curious to know if you do poetry. I used to be a rapper. Y'all could probably find me on SoundCloud. My inner child is rap. Like when my inner child come out, I rap. So I don't be playing around. So I'll be interested when I see names like Poetic and all that. I'll be like, oh, they rappers? Do they do music? Because that's how I connect with my inner child. So I meditate, of course, but my inner child comes out when I do my music. It don't matter what type of music I do. I could do a flute, I could do my drums, I could do my sound. It don't matter which one. My inner child comes out when I do that. When I dance. But yeah, y'all probably could find me on SoundCloud. You do? That's what I'm talking about, friend. Whole page is full. Please don't make me pull out all my journals, because I will. I got so many journals. I got journals for everything. I got my ancestor journal. I got the journals when I talk to people. I got journals when I write down numbers. I got journals when spirit just dropped me a dime. I got journals when people ancestors come. Like I got all kinds of journals. So it's not a game over here with these journals. You be freestyle? What? Don't make me put no beat on, Tiffany. Do not make me do it. Don't make me do it. Y'all go to Ross or DD's. They be having nice journals for like $2.99. That's another reason too. I don't spend that much money on nothing. So I have money to do other things with, y'all. Oh, look, this journal almost done. This is all the pages I got left. But check this out. And then look, it got an angel number written over it. 58585. Y'all see what I'm talking about? Don't make me pull it out. Look, Aquarian T, I pulled it. Don't make me play no music. Don't make me do it, because I'll be rapping. That might end the shop. But this right here came from Ross. Like $4.99. No, this DD's $4.99. Ross and DD's. Telling y'all. Y'all better stop sleeping on Ross. Y'all better go over to the Dollar Tree and get them journals. That's what I do. Them cute crystal journal. Oh yeah. My SoundCloud. Let me see. I might have to redirect, because my SoundCloud might got some of the old Peter on there, boy. Let me see. Hold on. Y'all, my SoundCloud got They're about SoundCloud right here. I think this is. I'm trying to figure out how to get to my page. Been so long. Watch out. I was cussing then too, y'all. It's PETA Boucher. Let me put it in there. Y'all watch out now. I paused that because it done came back on like Source be trying to make y'all hear it. Like but yeah, that's how my inner child come out however my inner child can express itself. Ain't no rule books, and that's another thing. That's why Source always be like, yo, tell them, do what resonate with them. Do what resonate with them. You know why? Because at the end of the day, this is your spiritual journey. Somebody could give you the basics of what they do, but ultimately it's how you gonna do it and how Source gonna lead you to do it. Cause it's time out for that system stuff. The reason why we came up out of them things is because we didn't want to be tied to no systems. Because systems limit us from doing what Source want us to do, and it get us away from the assignment. It get us away from the assignment. So we start forgetting. We start getting caught up in these labels. I ain't talking about we as in us. Getting caught up in these labels. Oh, don't talk to me unless you calling me queen, whoever, or priestess, whatever. No, please call me Peter. Cause if you call me, if you coming up to me and got your hallelujah face on, and doing all that, I'm gonna be suspect. I'm gonna be, I'm gonna be watching you. I'm like, oh, this one right here. Like that's how I be. I could do it on here because I know that's how we talk to each other. But like, if say I'm in public with you, just call me Peter. Don't be like, oh, Queen Goddess of the Nefertiti of the man. Go on with them affirmations, man. Listen, I got a husband. That's how I gotta be, y'all. That's how I gotta be. I sure appreciate you for checking it out. I don't think I ain't monetizing or nothing. It was just I put my music on there, and I put my music on there, and when I put my music on there, I really thought I was about to be a rapper, y'all. Like I knew Source was gonna make me a rapper. I knew it. And then I started seeing how my manager was doing us, wasn't giving us our money, playing us against each other. Then I was like, oh, guess I ain't finna be no rapper no more. You need some jars, a lot of them. What glass jars? First of all, what you about to do with them jars? If you need a lot of jars, you can go. Honestly, Walmart got some pretty cheap jars, but I just need to know what type of jars you talking about because the mason jars Walmart had the cheapest ones. But if you need mason jars, it's gonna be hard to get mason jars. Oh, okay. You're gonna have to search for wholesale mason jars. That's what you're gonna have to do. You have to search for wholesale mason jars because you just need jars to buy to package stuff in. What's that place called? Supply bottles, something like that. Hold on, let me see. I'm finna tell you right now. It's something with bottles in it. I think it's bottle supplies. Hold on, y'all. Don't give me the line. Don't give me the line. Ooh, Berlin packaging was. Oh man, Berlin packaging was the best at first, but now that they don't put all this stuff, now they didn't put all these restrictions up. They ain't that good no more. Specialty bottles, Carter. Specialty bottles, and they do net 30. So that means that like you don't have to pay it like if you don't need to, but try to get some of them grants because they got a lot of grants. The boss, let me tell y'all what her name is. She be telling people how to get grants. So the boss, hold on. What is her name? Her name is, what is her name? I'm about to tell y'all right now. She tell you how to get grants good too. Her name is She Boss Talk. She Boss Talk. That one right there, she be got doggone. She be doggone, she be giving out all the details. And then there's this other one that be talking about the businesses and stuff. She be giving out all the details too. Woo! Oh shoot. Hey, this looks straight though. This looks straight. I ain't even know that looks straight. I look like I'm up here really talking about magic. I bet people like, how she talking about magic? I'm not talking about magic. I'm not doing no magic. I'm just talking about superstitions. Okay. I don't know if Kentucky got them, y'all, because Kentucky is different. Kentucky is so different. Kentucky is spooky. With them big old windmills. Oh, Kentucky. But yeah, y'all, this is y'all year to start putting y'all plan into action and all that different stuff. Okay. It is. I was down that way a couple years ago. I was out there in 2013 in Kentucky. But I wasn't staying there. I was staying in Kansas. And I had to move because I told the army, I was like, y'all need to get me up out of these cold places. Because I could not take that cold no more. No, ma'am. Put this back here. But yeah. I got to do this again sometime, y'all. You did? Hey, yeah, y'all go add me on IG, please. I got you. Y'all go add me on IG. Sometimes I'll be on there. I'm about to do better by it though. I'm telling you, I'm about to. I have manifested an assistant and the funds to do it. I'm creating that. That's what I'm doing. I'm creating that so that I can have someone working at social media. No, I'm not on Twitter, but I do gotta get on Twitter. Y'all, I just figured out how to merge my Instagram with my Facebook business page. So it's coming along, you know. The kids, they be teaching me things here and there. I never thought I was gonna be one of them though, you know. Get a little bit older and don't understand this stuff, but I guess. So now, you know. Just like I didn't think like the gym was gonna hurt that much. But now like it did something like, yeah, I do gotta go live more often. Y'all got a podcast too now. It's called the Peter Pod. So I be on there. I be dropping my stuff on there. I'm thinking about that I'm definitely gonna start like putting more stuff on there, like talking about more things on there too. I gotta learn this dual casting stuff. This keeping up with these times, y'all. I wish it was just as easy as doing an infomercial and putting an ad in the paper. But it ain't that easy no more. You gotta really keep up. And then like people out here lying. I be like, oh my goodness, you know. I'm on Spotify. I'm on all of them, y'all. The Peter Pod is on all of them. I'm telling y'all, the Peter Pod is on all of them. Spotify, Google Cast, all of them. And then let's see. What did it say? If you want to benefit any faster, write something on your wrist. Ooh. Oh yeah. Okay. Shoot. And also look, I found this little cash book helpful. Y'all remember like when they told y'all to remember stuff, and when they say, okay, in order to remember it, just write it a whole bunch of times. You can do that with the money too. You can do that with money too. Write it a whole bunch of times. They're right there. But I don't want y'all goal to be money all the time. You know what I'm saying? Cause you chase the passion, the money gonna come. That's one thing I had to learn. You chase that passion, that money gonna come. Oh yeah. I love this right here. I love ancestral therapy. I love helping people fix their lives. I need to be the next Young Van Zant, but bigger. But with nobody, but where everybody don't know me, but where everybody know me. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to be well known, but not known at all. Like I want everybody in the spiritual community to know me, but I don't want nobody on the streets to know me. Cause when I went to have ice cream with my kids the other day, somebody was like, "You spirit soul," and I'm like, "Yes." And I hope it ain't a whole bunch of y'all that know who I am, because I just want to eat this cookies and cream real quick with the mint chocolate chip sundae with my kids. You know, that's all I want to do. But I want to be known, but not known by everybody. So that's how I wanted to be. Free the family. But yeah, y'all hit me up on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. When I put stuff on that paper, what them thing called, the stories and them posts. And follow me on the TikTok too. I be trying, y'all, my little polo TikTok. I be trying to do everything to get that TikTok going. That thing is just not. I be like, Spirit, what y'all trying to tell me? My homegirl said that I need to do more readings on TikTok, and then people just gonna start coming over here. But I'm like, oh, I be too tired. Like, y'all don't understand. Like, sometimes if I do like one ritual in a day, like like if I gotta go do some traditional healing. Okay, so like one day I had to go and deliver a baby, right? And we was in labor. Me and the young lady was in labor from that morning, like 2 a.m. And then she had the baby at like 2 p.m. Y'all, I was so tired. I was tired for 2-3 days. That's why I've been trying to use the hashtag. But listen. I don't know what's going on. When nobody checking for ancestor healer, little bit of people getting on to the ancestor work, just a little bit. And you know, I wish y'all was on like a live video chat with me right now, because we could really dig down in some things where people be telling me about ancestors and like and all these things though. But what you say, tag viral in spiritual? Okay, I'm gonna put viral, y'all. I'm gonna put viral. They do. Oh, y'all. You Carter, you psychic. Carter, you a psychic. Carter. I had that happen to me, Carter. Somebody. That download I got in the garden the other day, Carter. Carter, this person ain't got no garden, Carter. This person wrote the whole garden on their social media. Somebody I was in the military with. I had to go ahead and delete them because I don't play by spirit. I don't play by nothing I do with spirituality. Nothing. Even work that I do with people I've known forever, I don't play about it because I know how serious it is. And that person posted a picture and said they was inspired by that picture to write about that garden. And it was the exact same thing. I was sitting there doing the thing while I was talking to y'all the other day. I was sitting there doing the thing. And the person said the same thing. I said, you know what? I'm not about to, I ain't gonna do that. I'm not gonna be that person. I'm just gonna go ahead and, because these folks out here trying to get money. It ain't about that for me. I retired young. Me and my husband both retired before 40 from the military, and then now starting our other careers. So it ain't even about the money. The money gonna come because the passion is there, but it just, I don't like people playing with people. But they do be doing that, and that's why I don't watch them. I don't watch them. Like if somebody send them to me, I'll be like, hey, what's this? And then I have them be careful about sending me other readers too, because I don't want to listen to nobody messages. I also like, man, I have family on here, and so sometimes people be like, "Oh, your sister said the same thing." Oh, really? I had no idea. Like things like that. But oh, they coming. They coming. Spirit been getting on me about that. So y'all been harassing my son, y'all, to get me a better, like find me the better mic, because I have been using my AirPod Pros and my AirPods, and now that my AirPod Pros ain't, like, I don't know what's going on, like they not working that right. So I've been using the other one, and I can't record meditations with those AirPods. So I told my son to get me the better mic, so that I can do it. But I know that my mentor, Aphrodite Stone, she has one, and it's like, it's older but effective. Because I remember she was actually the first time, like when I was training under her, that was the first time I had ever like heard one that actually like did what it was supposed to do to my soul. That don't mean that it's gonna do the same thing for you. I'm just telling y'all that's a trusted source that does them. She was my mentor for years, and I still call on her for guidance. You know, she wanted to force me to she forced me to get out here and start talking on this thing. She was one of the ones that forced me. My husband was the first force, but then she forced me to, like, listen, you need to step into this thing. You need to either do it all the way or not at all. That's what she told me. So, but I think she has a really good one. But I'm going to be putting some out. I just need that microphone that my son's supposed to be researching for me. Oh man. I know a hoodoo mentor. His name is Magick LaCroix. He's been doing it for 25 years. He taught me everything I need to know about magic, especially like how to protect. But he's on YouTube too. Who else? They got what's her name? Mystic. Oh my goodness. Mystic somebody. But I resonate with her hoodoo. She do leave things out just so that what's his YouTube? His YouTube is, hold on, it's Magick LaCroix, I believe. Let me see. With the CK. Yeah. This is his YouTube. He been doing this for like 25 years. Hey, Katube, y'all, shout out to Katube. Katube is one of my BFFs, okay? And she is a blogger on YouTube. She has all the Bree talk. And when I'm having my my little, when I need to get in tune with the 3D, that's my trusted source to figure out what's going on. Because I had no idea that the spirits had moved and possessed Will Smith the other day and had him knock the Holy Grail out of Chris Rock. But I tuned into her channel. And yes, I found out all's the tea, honey. So if y'all interested in tea talk, Bree talk, and all that, go on over there and check her out and see how she doing. Yes, he knows. Yes, so he knows a lot of people in the community. And I didn't even listen. This has been our family friend for over a decade. I had no idea that he was into this. One day I was laying down and Spirit said, you need to learn how to do hoodoo for protection. And I said, what? I ain't messing with no magic. And they said, no, you need to call George. So I hit Magick up. And when I hit Magick up, man, it was like 11 something at night. And I said, hey man, I don't mean to hit you up there late, but Source told me I need to learn protection. I need to learn it from you. He was like, yeah, I've been a magician for 25 years. I study all of these different modalities of magic and blah 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 and this and that third. And I said, what? And he said, yeah. I said, dude, no way. And he said, yeah. And that's when I start tootling under him. You know, I'm still subscribed to him as far as everything goes. I'm still on his Patreon. I've been under his tutelage for 3 years. So yeah, he's really good at it. Yeah, Shira too. Like, yes, he could teach you protection work. He is the first person that taught me how to protect in a magical sense. So he is the first person that taught me how to protect. Because you know the backdoor magic that your grandma teach you, the obeah, the dig a hole and put something in the ground and everything, but you don't know the real deal holy feel until you get underneath someone that understands it, done went through all of the bull crap, done had all of the things happen to him or whatever. And so that's the type of person that you want to be under. Yes, let's get the likes up in the chat. Yo, I cannot believe that I've been on here for 3 hours, y'all. I'm so excited that I actually got on here, because at first I was like, I had to pep talk myself to get on the live. Like, I was like, all right, you can do it. You can go get on this live and you can talk about this and you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine, you know. So that's exactly what I did, y'all. I got up, got on the live, and I'm fine. Nothing didn't happen. So yes, those black cats, I'm telling you, they will protect you. They will protect you for sure. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here because I need to go ahead and get some rest. Y'all make sure y'all follow me on Instagram. Y'all follow me on TikTok. My tag is the Ancestral Healer. You gonna buy alligator head and alligator seeds too. Yep, my tag is, I think my tag is the Ancestral Healer on TikTok. I want to slowly transition everything to Spirit Soul, the Ancestral Healer, but I have to, be cautious, because when you're doing a brand change, you really have to Thank you, twin. Thank you so much. What you say? You not into cats? Oh, listen, I love cats, but I don't need none. I appreciate you too, Solomon. Love and light and peace, man. I thank you for tuning in. Yes, thank y'all for y'all time. And I'm glad that I was able to just drop a few gems on y'all. And again, y'all follow me on Instagram. I'm Spirit Soul Oracle on Instagram. I think I'm Spirit Soul Oracle on TikTok too. And at the top, my tag is the Ancestral Healer. I'm transitioning everything to Spirit Soul Oracle, the Ancestral Healer, so that everybody can know who I am. You know what I'm saying? Because I am the Ancestral Healer, like, and that's just what it is. I am, y'all. Stay safe. I had a great time with y'all tonight. I am gonna be coming up in here trying to just. I know I say this every time I go live. I'm like, I'm gonna be coming more, but this is more, because last year I only went live like every 4 months. We ain't even got to where we need to go yet, and I don't went live. I think this is my third time now. So I don't got it a little better. So I'm trying to double them numbers. I'm trying to get at least 8 lives this year. If I get 8, it's gonna be on. Oh yeah. And I always forget to say donate. But yes, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm doing. I got to build myself up, but it's going to happen, y'all. I got, when y'all see what comes out of the woodwork from all of this study and all this other stuff, y'all going to really be excited, because y'all going to be like, dang, It's gonna be beneficial to y'all. It's gonna be beneficial to y'all in y'all practices. It's gonna be beneficial to y'all on y'all journey. Then when y'all be talking to y'all audiences and things like that, because I don't seen a lot of people that have now gone and like started their own thing and they popping. My one of my clients is on TV. Her show is Marry Me Now. She was on Marry Me Now. Couture, I hope you do a review on that episode, please. And thank you, because I want your honest feedback too. I don't care how it comes, because any publicity is better than none. But I really want to hear your take on that show. All right, on everything. Like, and then when you do it, send me the link, because I'm put on my channel, because I can't wait. She's following you also, because I saw that she was subscribed to you the other day. So I think she subscribed because she know like you be giving that tea up. Yes, go ahead, boo. So I can't wait to hear your take on it whenever you get time. I'm definitely gonna appreciate it. But yeah, so y'all, things are shifting. Like, people are growing and doing all kinds of things, and all it is just take a little bit of energy, discipline, and effort on your part, and just having the right knowledge to back you up on whatever it is that you're doing. But I sure love y'all. I appreciate y'all for sticking with me for darn near 3 hours, and I'm gonna holler at y'all.